particularly Dr. Ranganathan Endowment Prize and librarian Kalyana Sundaram Endowment Prize for the first rank in the university level. He has published more than 25 articles in journals and 110 articles in conference papers. He has visited Sri Lanka, Japan, related to his library science. He has a special interest in holding various positions in the libraries, in the organizations of library science. Presently, he is the Joint Secretary of SALIS, Governing Council, and he is a member in the professional bodies such as MALA and TLA, like that, related to Library Science Association. I'm sure his area of interest, open source tools and techniques, information retrieval system and content management systems, scientometrics, etc., will make this session really a fruitful one. On behalf of the IQAC of college staff and students, particularly the college management, I welcome you, sir, for your valuable presence in our midst. I take this opportunity to welcome our most respected Professor Mumtaz Begum, the Dean and Head School of Education from Pondicherry University. When I approached him to give prelude address, immediately she has given her consent and made it a point to be here. She served the community for more than 3 decades in teaching and research in various institutions. She has acquired post-graduation degree in English, sociology, ma'am.
School of Education.
Yeah. She is serving as Dean and Head School of Education, Pondicherry University. She has acquired postgraduate degree in English, sociology, bioinformatics, and distance education. She has awarded PhD degree in education. Now she has submitted her dissertation for the award of D.Litt degree from University of Madras. To her credit, she has been awarded with many recognitions, particularly Commonwealth Academic Fellowship from UK and Lifetime Achievement Award, etc. She has published 12 books and she has guided many PhD scholars, and she has undertaken more than 5 projects. Such an eminent educationalist we have in our midst to introduce the theme of the seminar towards reference in research to be effective. Madam, on behalf of the college management, staff and students, I welcome you, madam, for your kind support in conducting this webinar at the national level. I extend my warm greetings to all the participants from all over the country and staff and well-wishers of our institution to participate in this program and acquire knowledge about how to make a reference session in our research to be more effective. I'm sure by spending an hour in attending this national level webinar in research skills, in sharpening research skills, will make you an excellent, will make you to produce excellent research record in your career. Once again, I welcome all the delegates to this program, particularly most respected Professor Mumtaz Begum, Dean and Head, School of Education from Pondicherry University, and the special address guest, Mr. Armugam, librarian from PSG, famous renowned institution, PSG College of Technology from Coimbatore. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Principal Sir, for your warm welcome. Now I invite Dr. Mumtaz Begum, Dean and Head of School of Education, Pondicherry University, to briefly introduce the topic of Day 2 towards reference in research to be effective. Please, ma'am.
Yeah. Thank you so much for the wonderful opportunity given by the principal, Professor Devasahayam Selvakumar, my erstwhile colleague. Since '93, I know him. And that is a college where I served for men for the first time. And then all the colleagues over there, the research scholars, the participants, and the resource person of the day. Hearty welcome, sir. We are busy every day. Today we have another meeting going on. That's why I was looking here and there. That was again with online teaching module preparation. And it is conducted by our own faculty from the Department of Statistics, where all our faculty are involved in that. So I just got excused from them, and then I'm attending to this because I've already agreed for this. This is the first program I agreed. Later on, the other thing came. Anyway, as research scholars, you all must know, I mean, while you are preparing your research report, or while you're preparing your research proposal initially, and then go on for the report, maybe the dissertation at the MEd level or MPhil or PhD level or DLit level, whatever it may be, you will have to have certain definitely or mandatory skills called reference skills. You need to hone your skills. Skills is that you are making yourself an expert in handling certain technology. Now, this is a reference technology. This has been used right from time immemorial to consider yourself as the expert of your own report. While you start writing your report only, you will come to know so many hurdles on your way. So I mean, you will have to quote many people in your way back. Somebody must have done research. You know, I suppose, I mean, the very well-known personality in the field of education research, Dr. M.B. Butch. He is from Case Baroda. He has given 5 surveys of educational research before his death, and after his death, it is the NCERT publication where they have given an anthology of researchers conducted all over the country in different aspects of education, different fields. So these are the things that we have to take into consideration. Look for back files, like we have to go and archive, and then we have to include in our studies. Like if I am to say, the destiny of India is shaped in our classrooms. So I cannot just say like that and I can go on proceeding my lecture. I have to give quote and quote. The quote is by D.S. Kotari and unquote, and then you will have to say, yes, it is definitely been true today also. So it was said long back, maybe 50, 60 years ago, but still it was good. Similarly, any other quote for that matter, in education or for a language purpose also, you give your in-text citation, and you will have to definitely acknowledge the person whom you are referring to. So it is in-text citations. At the end also, you're going to have your bibliography and bibliography section. All through your research, you are making yourself trustworthy, very confident, not copying. If at all, just quoting, it's not, I should not use the word copying. You are quoting somebody, that means that quote is acknowledged properly. Whoever reads the report, they will know the importance of referencing. Referencing is those references that have been used by you in your study and have been quoted throughout. Bibliography is a set of books, whatever is available in the field of what your area. So there is a difference, certainly a subtle difference between bibliography and references. References are those materials, maybe journals or books or through, I mean, online reference, whatever it may be. you will have to give definitely an acknowledgement. I'm sure the day 2 is going to be very successful, because here you are definitely going to get some important guidelines regarding what type of references you are going to use, whether you're going to use APA format, whether you're going to just call that lady, whether you're going to become perfectly all right with your referencing skills, and how best you can avoid plagiarism. That is more and more important. Of late, you must have seen in newspapers or through media, you must have come across this concept, what we call plagiarism. That is copycat culture. You are copying and you are caught hold. There are certain softwares that will identify you are copying. To what an extent you have copied, that also will be known. I suppose you are all aware of certain things in Pondicherry University. With every faculty, in every system, there is the software installed called Turnitin, which means when we put in the CD form a soft copy of the work done by any research scholar, it will show how much you have copied. If it is less than 15 to 20%, it's agreeable, and because anything it has to have a waiver. But the whole thing, 100% you are going to copy. That means it is not your original product. That means you are violating what we call IPR, intellectual property rights. So it is intellect is everybody's property. Your intellect is not yours. It has to be made known, or it has to be used by others. This is what is the concept of reference skills. So you have to, make yourself thorough with whatever books you are referring, whatever journals you are referring, whatever past references or theses or dissertations, which will help you to go a long way in your research. It is like you have to acknowledge them. You have to properly give them authentication, give them a due thanks for using their work. It is their copyright that you are using. And nobody is going to say, no, you should not use, provided you take their permission. You get your permission beforehand and start writing. As you write, as you go on in your research journey, it is exactly a journey where you will come across many hurdles. Those hurdles can be solved with the help of reference skills. So referencing is something that is like touching upon here and there and going for expert guidance. It is only the guidance that you are going to take it up. And I am sure that this workshop has aimed for making yourself very meaningful among the entire educational community. Western College is, as usual, the best of its kind, because since time immemorial, I've known about this college, and they've been doing the yeoman service to the student community at large, especially the teacher trainees, those who pass out. They have been involved in many research organizations, and they have earned their degrees leading to masters or MPhil or PhD, and their service is really needed, and that's how they have taken up. I must appreciate and congratulate the principal, Professor Selvakumar sir, and the resource person of the day, Sri Arumugam ji. I know him, though he may not be knowing me. I know him very well from PhD college, because our librarian here, Dr. Samyukta, must have been known to all people around you. She's a very doyen in the field of library science, and she always used to quote, my friends here, my friends there. So one friend is that Mr. Arumugam. Through Dr. Samyukta, I know Sri Arumugam ji also. I suppose he will do the best, because it's like if I have to touch upon the topic, it goes on. It cannot be completed within a matter of 5 to 10 minutes. It is like you have to go on step by step. What a type of those days when we used to write, we have to give a quotation down only, and then we proceed page by page. Now that we need not have to follow that style, we rather follow the APA style, the APA format these days, to give our quotation, to give our references the due acknowledgement. Initially also you give them acknowledgement, and also you give them acknowledgement. That means you are free of what we call as plagiarism. So you are plagiarism free, and your work will be acknowledged as the best. So try to have that idea in your mind, that reference skills are a must, that you ought to practice day-to-day life while you refer certain things. Maybe you must have seen in today's newspaper. That also you can put. But saying that, It has come in Times of India, dated 21st July. Like that, if you are going to quote, nobody is going to question you. Always give the due acknowledgement. I suppose I am meaningful to you. This is like I am touching the tip of the iceberg. I'm not giving the entire thing, because there is always an expert behind. I mean, every topic that has been decided by the Western College authorities. I'm really bewildered and honored to be here. Like he has called your principal as being the convener, has made all the doyens in the field of education, all the deans and heads, wherever they are, he has called out their expertise and he has put day 1, day 2, day 3, like that. So I got a chance also to enter into my, I should say this is also my alma mater. As a FIP faculty, I was working with Professor Selva Kumar. I know pretty well the, I mean, the passed out candidates or the other faculty of this college. I give a big salute to the organizers and to the participants, of course, because without participants, it is any program will not be successful. The participants, because you have your wishful, motivation that you have been put into this platform. Not that somebody forced you. You have taken your own time. You have come to this platform to know more about research. Whatever you did was past, and whatever we are going to have in future, in the present and in the future, that's going to be your art of the day. I'm given a time of around 5 to 7 to 10 minutes. So I have just given, as I told in the beginning, I'm touching the tip of the iceberg. I'm not going in depth of it. Anyway, all the very best to the participant, to the research scholars, and to my good friend, Dr. Selva Kumarji, for completing the first, carrying out the duty very successfully. And of course, the resource person of the day is a very well-known figure around. And I'm sure that his deliberations with the research scholars, with the participants of this webinar, is going to be the success of himself, to the participants, as well as to the organizers. Thank you once again for the wonderful opportunity given to me. Thanks.
Thank you very much, ma'am, for your encouragement, motivation, and the intro to the topic there for the day 2. Dear participants, you can post your questions or comments in the chat box during the lecture. After the deliberation, resource person will clarify it to you if there's any clarification needed. Now it's time to listen to our esteemed resource person, Mr. J. Arumugham, librarian of PSD College of Technology, Coimbatore. I hand over the session to Dr. Mr. Arumugham. Please, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. So it's my great pleasure to part of this online FDP. First of all, I'd like to thank the principal and the organizers of this event. So here I am going to talk about reference management for research. There are so many things we need to talk about reference management, because now all the researchers and faculties are running behind the references, or how to organize that. In that earlier stage, for writing the organizing the references, we have a different phenomena, like we need to go and write each and everything, and that is the way we need to collect our references. But right now, that is not the scenario. The scenario is totally changed. Within 5 minutes, we are able to write all our references. So how to do that? And the way how it need to be tailored. So that is what we need to discuss here. And reference plays a vital role. Importantly, we are talking about a lot of things about reference. I think in that prelude, the madam has also clearly explained what we need to do and what will happen. Many of the researchers are still running behind the references, because these are all getting impacted in our research in the name of plagiarism, right? So we don't know how to avoid the plagiarism. So reference is the area, one of the important area which we need to thought a lot. And my screen is visible, right? Dear participants, the screen is visible?
Yes, sir, screen is visible.
Yeah, sure, ma'am. Thank you. And everyone is worried about certain thing called COPE, Committee on Publishing Ethics. This Committee on Publishing Ethics has derived a lot of elements, and one of the elements is called plagiarism. When we forget to mention any of the credit towards the people whom we have cited, then obviously we need to worry about plagiarism. So plagiarism is a major element. That's what MHRD has taken as one of the major weapons for threatening the research scholars. In that way, I can put. So as a research scholar, how to organize our references and in which way it need to be written, and probably when students and researchers, scientists have to write any papers or research reports or anything.
Excuse me, sir. Armam, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Your video is not visible, sir. Please.
1 minute. I'll do that.
Thank you, sir.
Are you able to see the screen changes, right?
Yes, screen is visible, sir.
Yeah, sure. Able to see the screen changes, ma'am? Here
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So normally, when the students or researchers are thinking about writing any journal article, they are all so much afraid of certain thing called references. Sir, I am getting back of my paper. They said your reference is not properly mentioned, like that they have mentioned. So in that way, how to avoid that? Is there any scenario we need to go for? So one can substitute what one say by citing the original sources, and due credit must be given to the sources of an idea or fact, and to permit the reader to trace the source of an idea or fact to its origin. So this is thought we can avoid plagiarism. That's what acknowledging your resources is very much important. When we talk about all the areas called research, this reference area is playing a vital role. So that we need to concentrate more here. So I am talking, I think ma'am has already given a very good lead about in-text citation. So in-text citation, if author, surname, and the publication date of resources has to be mentioned properly if we cite any report. So that is what it is entered directly after the information is being sourced from the scientific literature. So this is what we need to given. Okay. Are you able to see the change of slides now, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
The change of slides?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, sure. And there's a difference between references, bibliographies, and citation. Many of us are getting some sort of turbulence in that terminology called what is reference, what is bibliography, and what is citation. The citation is a brief, often parenthetical information in the body of the work or paper article, which refers to the reader to complete reference information in your reference list at the end of the paper. And what is reference? A mention or citation of a source of information in a book or article. That is called references. Then what is bibliography? Bibliography is listing all the materials that have been consulted while writing an essay or a book or an article. That is called bibliography. This is the major difference between citation, reference, and bibliography. And what is this citation style? Citation style is nothing but a standardized system for referring the material which is used in your writing. That is called citation style. We used to tell that. And some people are raising their hands. Okay. And there are some popular citation style I just want to mention here. That is called American Psychological Association, Chicago style, which is commonly used in humanities, and Modern Language Association style, that is called MLA, which is used in English and some other discipline in the humanities. So this is what, these are some popular citation style I just want to mention here. And how to prepare the citations for your work. Learn the chosen style by reading the citation manuals and prepare the citation. Make use of MS Word, online bibliography generators, download the ready-made citation management softwares available, which I am going to list out here, and learn the software to prepare the citations. In the earlier stage, this is not the scenario. For writing the citation or references, we need to go and here and then we have to collect all the thing and we have to make this with the handwritten. But right now, that is not the scenario. By giving a single click, within a 5 minutes of time, we are able to organize more than 300 references in a proper thesis format or which format they are looking for. That is scenario we are living in. There are so many reference management softwares are available. So what kind of this software, what this software will do? Normally software which makes the operations very easier and without any error-free work will be done by using this kind of software. So what this reference management software will do, reference management software that simplify the process of reference management by allowing the user to collect, store, and organize references by inserting citations at the appropriate place in the body of the manuscript and generate a list of the references in the appropriate format of bibliographic styles. So this is what this reference management software is doing. And why? What is the need of using this reference management tool? You may ask me why I need to use for this reference management tool. So to organize and tag citations and document, to create instant bibliography in standard formats, and to create personal citation database of article on your topics, and to share your database of citation article with others, and to format with an in-text citation and bibliographies in standard format. So for this purpose, we need to make use of this reference management software. And what is the function of this kind of software? Probably it stores and managing the references and creating the bibliographies and searching and retrieving the references from online. This is what also it's doing. There are so many commercial reference management tools are available. One is called EndNote, which is provided by Clarivate Analytics, and another one is called Reference Manager, provided by Thomson and Reuters, and ProCite, again provided by Thomson and Reuters. RefWorks is another reference management tool provided by ProQuest. These are also commercial reference management tools which I want to list out here. And these are the home pages of the several reference management tools like EndNote, Reference Manager, ProCite, RefWorks. And now I will go to the another part. So why I have given this idea about commercial reference management tools, you should know there are so many tools are also used for organizing references. That's what. There are so many open source softwares is also available in order to organize all your references. What this open source software, the source code can be easily changeable, modifiable, so that we are making use of this open source software. This software is specifically used for organizing and storing your references. In which way it is going to do that we will go one by one. There are so many open source reference management softwares are available. One is called Mendeley. I think very much familiar reference management tool, which is used by all the researchers right now, which is provided by Elsevier and JabRef, ZOTERO. I have mentioned who is the provider of or who is the developer of this kind of reference management tools. That's what I have mentioned. ZOTERO, Aegean, Wikindex, and Referencer. So these are the open source reference management softwares which I want to list out here. And this is the homepage for ZOTERO. So we will be going in detail by one anyway. I'm not going to take much time, but I just want to give the overview and the glimpses of open source reference management softwares which can be used enormously for our research work. And Canotia is another reference management tool which I want to list out here. JabRef and CITING, Wikindex, and ecbib.com. This is another tool which is used normally by the various researchers. bibme.org. So this is again, here you are able to see here, there are so many reference management style which they have mentioned. If you want to convert it, you can convert. All these options are possible. That's why you have mentioned here, right? And Citation, bibme. After that, citationmachine.net. This is another open source reference management software, citationmachine.net. Citefast.com. This is also another tool which you can list out here. And Mendeley, I think very many of the researchers are using Mendeley as one of the frequently usable reference management software, which is freely available in 3 different versions. If you want to make it in a web mode, you can make use of it, or you want to install and make use of it in the desktop mode, you can make use of it, or even if you want to make use of your mobile, because all are fond of our handheld devices right now. We have done certain comparison why we need to go for certain kind of reference management tool, what are the applications it may have. So I have listed out various features and attributes of reference management tools here. So it's a freely available, what is the storage value, and how it applies for MS Word plugins and all, and how it recovers the data from metadata, how it extracting the metadata from one database to other database. That is also I have mentioned here. So what are all the software which is supporting to do all this work. And now I will go for the online demo of how to make use of certain freely available web-based reference management tools like this. I have taken zbib.org as an example here for generating all your citations within a fraction of a second. Okay, I will go to zbib.org. That is nothing but ZOTERO.org, which I have mentioned, like, which is a freely available tool in a web-based, as well as a commercially available product is also available. But right now I'm talking about the freely available zbib.org platform, how to make use of this zbib tool here. So go to zbib.org, and here I am trying to cite some of the books for my research work. So I'll give the title of the book or title of the any of the research work, and I just give the cite value here. So it is able to give you what are all the books and how it will be, and what is the major metadata element which need to be written in the area called reference. So it will be listing out. So which book I just want to take it out for my referencing for my research paper. So it will directly go to that, and I can select which reference I want to make use of it. Okay. Yeah. There are any queries? Okay. So I can select the particular, by giving the particular title, I am able to get the citation, and it will be listing out in the which format I want. So this is the way it yields my result. So I can select it, and I view if I want to do any edition, that also it's possible by clicking this value here. And so if edit button is clicked, what will happen? You can go for some manual entry, like whether it's a book or title or any other journal article that you can listing out here, and click on the bibliography. So the bibliography will be looking like this. And when I'm clicking for any referencing styling format like MLA or Chicago, or even if you want, I want in APS style 6th edition, 7th edition, like that, I can select the particular edition and I can extract it. They have given a lot of editions here, which are all given in updated manner, like APA, Chicago, MLA style, Turbine style, and even we are able to see here more than 9,500 plus styles are available, which can be converted to one format to the another format. So just by clicking the arrow, you can choose the style in which you want. For example, people those who are working in a technical literature, so for them they need to convert their literature in IEEE format. That can also be possible by searching, or you can add any citation style here by giving this IEEE. Then it will be listing out what are the relevant style which are all available in the online mode. By using just a click, just add, and the citation style will be added in the site over for you, so that you can make use of it. And also for Vanco, there are so many styles which can be adapted and which can be integrated with your system here, like that. So this is the way we can make use of all the bibliography by using this style. Even now I am planning for integrating APA 7th edition. So I'm just searching for that. When I am searching for the particular referencing style, immediately it will be changed according to the APA style. Like that, you can convert all your references, whatever you have with you. And you may ask me, sir, once it display like that, the next step, how to export that? So for exporting, just click on export and copy to clipboard, and once I am clicking this, it will be asking me, you want to download it in RTA format, or you want to download in RIS format, or BibDex, or ZOTERO. People, those who have created a profile in Google Scholar. So you are searching for any literature in Google Scholar. Google Scholar is academic search engine. You may be searching for any literature which you want to take it out for your research work. So you can make it in a separate folder, and you can select all the articles relevant to your research work and click on the export. So it will be asking for 3 different style, like you want to export your research work in RIS format or BibTeX format or in ZOTERO format, like that it will log. Like that it will be asking you in which format you want to export your results. So you can export which you want. So click here to ZOTERO like that and copy to clipboard, otherwise it will be copied. And sir, I don't have anything to be searched online, so I want to do it a manual entry because I have the literature with me in a printed version. I want to make it in a manual entry, and after that I want to convert. That is also possible here. So you can select which item type, whether it's a book or journal or any thesis work. So you can check it out here and give the title, author and volume, series and everything. So once you have done that, click on done, and after that you can export. Here I have given like that. So what is psychology, when it published, everything I can given here, and I can done. Immediately after that I am able to get a bibliographic format here like this. Okay, I am able to convert in which, where I want, whether it may be the in-text citation or where I want to do that. Here there is an option called copy citation, edit or delete also here, so you can make use of it for your purpose. And you can preview also. So how you want to make use of it, you can preview and you can copy the citation. So copy URL, view option, all these things are available. For example, I want to share this information which I have referred to my likely minded group. That is also possible by creating a link and sharing. So here you are having the option called copy URL, and which can be shared with your likely minded people. So this is the way you can share this URL with others for sharing and editing. Okay, this is what about reference management style. It's little bit faster, right, it seems. So do you have any doubts? It's moreover, it is like brainstorming session. Do you have any doubts and clarifications? You can ask me.
Sir, after the session, they will post the questions in the chat box and that will be discussed during the
Okay, ma'am.
discussion.
Sure. Thank you. Now I will go to Mendeley. How Mendeley is working out by step, I will explain now. Okay. So here I am just talking about in the detail about Mendeley software here. So why Mendeley is usually preferred by all the researchers? It is quick and a simple installation. You are having the option called Word plugin, and citation style for more than 1,000+ journals are available here. And you can create bibliography instantly, and its flexible formatting is possible here. And collaborate on bibliographies is also available here. You can share the bibliography, you can annotate and highlight, you can add and organize the bibliography, and moreover, it's having the option to take backup and sync and mobile, network and discover option is also available. And various attributes of Mendeley I just want to mention here. You can create a bibliography and database, capture citations from everywhere. For example, if I'm working with Science Direct, so what will happen? I am able to find out a good number of related research articles are available in Science Direct. So what will happen? I can select and I can give the option called export bibliography or save to Mendeley option will be there. So directly it will be saved in your Mendeley. So how to do that? That I will explain now. And you can collaborate, share and discover, and research paper statistics can be taken out, and you can annotate PDFs also. Whatever the PDF you have, you can annotate the PDF, and you can create the bibliography and sync. There is an option called syncing from other reference management platform. For example, you may organize all your reference in ZOTERO, ZBib like that, which I have shown. And the same thing you want to just syncing with the ZOTERO application, you can
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Screen is not visible, sir, please.
Sure, ma'am. 1 minute. Is it visible, ma'am? Now? Now is it visible? Now is it visible, ma'am? Yeah, sure. Is it visible? Yeah, okay. I got the confirmation. Thank you. Now I will explain you how does Mendeley help for you. And as I already told you, Mendeley can be worked out in 3 different modes. One is called web mode, another one is called desktop mode, another one is called a mobile application mode. I will go one by one. How does Mendeley help for you? And Mendeley can be helped. Mendeley, now I talk about Mendeley Web now. You directly go to Mendeley website where you want to access the web version of your library, edit your profile, search for paper, and you can create a group or people, and you can access Mendeley for social features. For example, this is a site you need to look for. Go to the screen change is appearing, right? No issues, no? Participants,
Yes, sir.
clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you.
You can create your Mendeley web account by using this URL called mendeley.com. Directly go there, and without having any installation, directly you can create your profile. You can give here like this. So your image and what else. Why you need to update your profile? Then only you will get a more citation. So your research work or your expertise will be shared over the social networking medium, and all the people will look into that, and you can create a very good network. And with your peer group, you can share your knowledge. For that, you need to update your profile properly. And once you have done that, there is an option called library. So in which you are able to add all the relevant articles which you are looking to it. And for your research work, you can add all the research papers in the library area. How to do that, I'll tell you now. For example, you may ask me how to add the papers over here. So click on add option here. And if you once you click on add, there is several option appears like import document, new folder, new manual entry. Otherwise, there is option called import from other reference management tools like EndNote, RIS, BibTeX like that. So if you have already selected n number of articles from various publishers like Elsevier and Springer or Wiley or Emerald, EBSCO like that. So the collected articles can be exported in a BibTeX format or XML format or RIS format. The same thing can be imported by giving a single click called import. And by importing, all your references will appear in the single platform. And if possible, try to mention here like whether you are creating manually, then you can add journal article and title author like that, which I have told earlier. You can add the articles also. And how to create and use of folders here. So here there is an option to create, add option, create a folder, and click on next. It will create a folder for you. In that folder, you can add all your research work. And web mode full text PDF view. Once you click on this here, in the Mendeley itself, you can open any of the PDF article which is already added through the web browsers. So once you click on that, this web mode full text edit view will come. Here you can click on edit here. You can select any text. Pen mode is option available. Sticky note is there, and highlight is option is also there. So you can link what are all articles which you have gone through, and same thing can be highlighted, or you can select any of the research work. And you can give the editorship also, promote and share your work in the interest to global audience. So what are all the people who are all jointly collaboratively work with you, you can give some editorship also possible in this platform here. You can create papers, and here there is an option called papers, people and group. What is this paper option? You can select or you can search any paper which is related to your research interest. So you can, for example, they have mentioned like graphing. Likewise, you can search for a word called cognitive psychology or cognitive methodology and click for a search. It will be able to yield the good results relevant to your research area called cognitive psychology. And if you want, you are interested in the particular article, you can add to it, add that particular article in your library. If you're not interested, just read and leave it out. And here the second option is called group, people or group. You can search for some group people also. For example, if you are if you know that some people are a pioneer in the particular area called, as what Mumtaz ma'am told, some people she has listed out, right? So for their work, if you want to look it out, click on some area called people and type their name and give on search. So the relevant research work done by the particular people will be listing out here. And also group option is nothing but you can create a group and you can share the relevant resources among your peer group. For that, this group option is getting applied. And how to do the literature search here? Go to library search and click on search here. You are able to see the relevant articles which are all relevant to your research work. And sharing your references and how to do that. Here there is a three option will be appearing. One is private, invite only, and public. What is this private? You can share your interested research article or research work only to the private group, which allowing the full text to your interested people who you have created as a private group. And invited only is nothing but the group is publicly available to view, but only invited members can join and share the references. You cannot share the full text PDF. That is called invite only. Public means anyone can join and share the references. There are three different sharing option is available in Mendeley, like public, private, and invite only. Here you are able to see here the option called groups. Click on, and as I told you, click on create new group, and you can create n number of new groups for your research work on various perspectives. And once you are working with Mendeley, there is once you are working with Mendeley, what will happen? There is an option called web importer. Web importer is nothing but from the directly from a browser itself, you are able to import any of the research article. For that, it will be asking called Mendeley Web Importer. Immediately it will ask. So click on, for if you are using Chrome or Firefox or Safari or IE or Edge. So based on your OS, your browser extension, click on that and you can import the web importer option. Once you have done that, directly this Mendeley icon will appear in the URL column itself. So you are searching for a particular research article, you are directly saved to the Mendeley by using to this option called save. Just click on this Mendeley icon, directly it will be saved in your Mendeley login. So it's very easy to do that. That is also possible here by using this web importer option. And export from Science Direct also. For example, not only Science Direct, various reputed publishers are having this option. So once you click on this export option, so they'll be asking save to Mendeley or save to RefWork like that. So you can click on save to Mendeley. It will be saved in your Mendeley platform. And as like Scopus, I have mentioned various platforms like as like Scopus. In Scopus, I have been searched for the number of reviews which I have collected from Scopus. All this article can be selected and click on the Mendeley method. So it will be automatically exported to the Mendeley platform. So this is what we need to work with Mendeley in the website mode, and document from other reference management. How to do that? Click on editorship, for example. Here I'll do one by one here. So from other reference management also, I am able to calculate this kind of reference management tools can be exported all the reference management platforms. For example, I have all my reference in ZOTERO. The same thing can be converted to Mendeley. The same thing can be converted into JabRef. All these are possible here, and you are able to take the statistics also like that. And now I talk about Mendeley desktop. So as so far I have talked about Mendeley web node option. Right now I'm talking about Mendeley desktop provision. So how this Mendeley desktop provision will work out. For example, Mendeley desktop can be installed in your system. For any OS it can be installed. So once you have installed this like this, for example, I have mentioned download Mendeley desktop for Windows. Click on Windows here. Here itself, it will be asking clearly latest version for Windows 7 or later. So for which version you want to install, click on here and download it. Once you have downloaded it, it is like a simple installation without having any technical knowledge. You can install the Mendeley in your system. Just click on run and it will be saved in your server. So once you have done that, this is your desktop interface. You are able to see the Mendeley icon in your desktop. Once you click on that, you are able to see this kind of desktop view with the article, author, title, when it published, and who is the publisher, when it is added. All these detail will be appear like that. So in that early stage, you won't have anything. So you need to add your research work in Mendeley. How to add? As I already told you, go to literature research, click on any of the keyword and add all the literature relevant to your research work, and then it will be appearing here like this. So once you have done that, you are able to see here what are all the articles are saved in your Mendeley desktop, and this is the structure. So it will be showing all the documents and with references here, and the details also mentioned here properly. Like the metadata is nothing but the metadata. When it published, who is the publisher. So all these details will be appearing here like this in desktop interface. And how to manage your library, this is the option. And once you have opened any PDF file here, so there is an option here like this, star favorite. You can make a mark of your favorite article, and you can make whether the particular article has been read or unread. That can also be possible here by this option. And you can create several category of folders for your research work. So for example, in your research area, you may be dealing with various objective. For each and every objective, you can create a folder and you can organize all your research work on the specific folders here like that. And search your document here like this. Here in this option, you can make use of the full text search by using this option here. And all these can be tagged with the publication also. With the proper keyword, it will be tagged here. So this is called the tag publication option. And you can filter the option also. There is a filter option also available. You can filter it out. And how to sync that? I told you there is an option called sync all your references. You may be working with in your website mode. In web mode, you have collected some of the literature. And when you are working in your desktop mode, that article which you have already done for your research work, it need to be appear here, right? So for that, you need to click on the sync option here. Once you click on sync, all the article which you have searched and saved in your web mode option, all this will be synced in your desktop option also. For that, you need to click on this sync option. It will be synced. And drag and drop option also available. Some of the time you may collect all your full text PDF and keep it in your desktop and just click on drag and drop. Automatically, it will be creating the metadata like this. And I just want to mention something about tools here. In tools, there's an option called install web importer and install MS Word plugin and check for duplicate. This check for duplicate is nothing but you may add unknowingly, you may add the same article twice or thrice. If once you click on check for duplicates, it will be showing the duplicate articles here. If you want to remove it, you can remove it. And the second option is called install web importer. So as I told you, directly from the web, you can import directly. That is called web importer option. Like by Mendeley, you can save it out, right? And read and work in PDF viewer, as I told you, you can do highlighting, you can do texting. All these options are available. Annotation can be done, like highlighting can be done by using this option here. And this is something interesting called install the citation plugin. We are all working in MS Word only. So in that case, in MS Word itself, you can install this Mendeley. How it is looking like? Just go to tool, click on install MS Word plugin. It will be automatically installed in your MS Office. You are able to see here this Mendeley icon here. You need to go to tool, click on install MS Word plugin, and it will be installed automatically. And once you open your MS Word file, it will be appearing here like this. This is where we need to work on it. So to insert a citation, click on insert citation. So which article you have referred, click on insert citation. Once you have done that, so before that, what you need to do is you just select which article need to be inserted. So click on insert citation here and select that particular article, highlight the paper which you want to cite, select that and click on insert citation. So it will be mentioned here like this. So all the articles which I have selected and I have clicked on insert citation and insert bibliography, it will automatically appear in your Word format. More than 300 papers can be written within a 5 minutes time. You are able to write references for your research work in this way. It's very easy to do that. And you can merge citation also. For the same thematic papers can be merged here by using this option called merge citation. That is also available here, merge citation. I have talking about some for some concept on cognitive psychology. Some more people also talking about the same topic, same objective. So all this can be merged together as a merge citation option by using this merge citation option. And you may ask me, so in which citation style I just want to have my references? Is there any option? Yeah, go to MS Office. Here in this style option, you can select which format you want to organize all your references. Here I have selected APA 6th edition. I click on this APA, automatically it will turn to APA 6th edition. If I click on APA 7th, it will be turned to APA 7th edition like that. So this is the way you can change the citation style also by using this option. And once you have done all this work, if you want to take a backup, you can take a backup of your work which you have done also. Go to help, create backup. It will be taken a backup here. Your backup will be in the extension called zip. So I think all you people are very much familiar with extracting the zip folder. The same thing it will be done. And if you want to share your update by using this option, you want to get any update and you want to share your experience in Mendeley, there is an option and they have a very good forum to update you by time to time by using this option. And you can get the email article alert also. Whenever your likely-minded people have added any of their research work through Mendeley, immediately you will be getting the email alert. That can also be set up by using this email article alert. That is also possible here. So there are so many options are available. Now I will go to the mobile app application. Go to Play Store, check for Mendeley. You can install it. Once you install it, you are able to see here like this. So your profile will be appearing like that, and you can go for the settings. And you can add document even in mobile also, because nowadays we are very much fond of using your handheld devices. So in your mobile also, you can search for any of your research work or research paper, and it can be added and it can be synced with all three, even in mobile or in web or in your desktop. All this work can be synced in a single platform like that. So this is the way this reference management softwares are playing a vital role in the field of scholarly writing, especially in the field of research. Many tools exclusively designed for researchers in order to save their time and energy, which will ultimately help them to organize their research work and increase their productivity in the number of ways. So this can solve the research community the practical problems in search, cite, annotate, and collaborate for their research work. So these are references which I have cited. So do you have any doubts and clarifications? I'm happy to answer right now. I think this is very fast and very crisp. So do you have any questions? I'm happy to answer now. The forum is open to everyone.
Thank you very much, Professor Armugam, sir. It was a very highly informative, and thank you for sharing your rich information with us. It was very clearly presented, though it was very fast. It was an excellent presentation. Thank you very much, sir. Now I request Mr. Anthony Santaseelan, Assistant Professor of Education of Meston College of Education, to take over the discussion part and put forth the questions posted in the chat box. Please, sir. Anthony, sir.
Thank you, Jemima madam. Thank you, sir, Armugam sir, for your informative and thought-provoking speech.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Here are the questions. Few questions posted in the chat box during your session.
Yes, sir. Please.
Number one is how to create a Google Scholar ID.
Yeah, sure.
Briefly, you tell.
Yes, sure, sir. People, those who have Gmail account or Google account, I can say, go to Scholar Google and create a profile. So nowadays, in this scenario, if you have not created any profile in your genre, so you will not get any citation or your value will not be improved. That is nothing but H index. If you want to increase your citation and H index, you have to create a proper profile management system. Not only in Google Scholar, I can tell you several other research management or profile management systems like Google Scholar, ResearchGate, ORC ID, Researcher ID, Scopus ID and all. If you have done that, you will be getting good citation and your impact will be improved and probably your H index will be getting improved. For that, you need to create a profile. You have to create a Google Scholar ID, you Google Scholar profile, go to Google Scholar or Scholar Google, create a profile by using the basic profile information. They will be asking what is your name and where you are working, all these things they will be asking that. So click on that, click on update, and once you have done that, once you have gone through this Google Scholar, they will be sending authentication mail to your provided email ID. You have to authenticate. Once you have authenticated, you are able to create your Google ID with all your papers. So how to add your papers in Google Scholar? There's a different session we can talk about, but in a crisp manner, if I want to say, select any of your article. You can add all your article manually. You can add. Otherwise, you can add your article by using the option called import from other publishers. As what I told you, there's an option called export. So export the article from other publishers for which you have already published. So get those articles with you and import the articles by using Google Scholar. That is also possible. This is the way you can create a profile in Google Scholar, right? Not only in
Thank you,
Google
sir. Thank you, sir.
Try to create in other profile management system also. That is my humble advice. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Sure.
The next question is, what is the difference between the referencing in qualitative and quantitative research?
So very simple, sir. If I am organizing all my references based on the theme, and for example, in order to write my research work or research paper, so what will be people are looking for? Your references are aligned with the thematic or objective or presentation. That is with quality. So in order to have more references for your research work, what you can do now, it's very clear. University has given a clear-cut guidelines. If you are having your 100 references, so 50 should be from Indian and 50 should be from international. But what about this 50? The 50 should be relevant to your research objective and your research problem. If it is not that much relevant to your research work, for quantitatively, you can add your references for your research work. But for qualitatively, if you want to add, it should be categorized in a various manner. Thematic references and for your objective references or quality references, you can add in a various genre. In this way, you can add. Normally, try to give more emphasis on quality references in avoiding with the quantity references. That's it, sir. Next one.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. The next one is, it's from the student side.
Yeah.
Which references the students should follow while writing assignments in colleges?
Yeah, normally though it varies, depends upon the guidelines given by each and every institution. For example, people those who are working with Anna University has given a various referencing style for them, like APA, like that they are giving. The people those who are working with arts and science universities like Badasan, they are having their own styling referencing style format. So what I am suggesting you is, try to, before publishing any article or any research work with any institute or with any journals, so please read the guidelines which is given by the publisher or the institute. Based on that, you need to write the referencing style. Some may be looking towards APA, some may be looking towards MLA, some may be looking towards even Chicago. So which format guidelines they have given, based on that, you need to write your references. Okay, next one, sir.
The last one is, sir.
Yeah.
Explain about the indexing database and criteria citation database.
Yeah, sure. So with respect to indexing and citation database, we are having three different things, sir. One is called citation bibliographic databases for arts and sciences, Web of Science, as what provided by Clarivate Analytics. Clarivate Analytics will provide Web of Science database as a bibliographic database. For engineering and technology, normally engineering, science and technology, we are having this Scopus as a indexing databases. So all are suggested to publish your research work in the indexed databases like Web of Science or Scopus. Now another thing is called UGC care list, what people are talking about. If you are publishing your research article in the Scopus index journals or in Web of Science index journals, automatically it will be covered in UGC care list. So UGC care list covers 85 to 90% of the index journals listed in Web of Science or Scopus. So this is what index. The indexing may vary depends upon the criteria based on the number of citation. So some of the journal which is having a very good gradual citation parameter, like they are publishing 100 articles in a year, but within that 100 articles, how many articles are citing for the particular journal? That is the matter here. They are publishing 100 articles, but only 10 articles are getting cited. So the citation value of the particular journal is little bit low. So you have to publish your article in the highly cited journals. So how will you know that? You go to their site, they will be mentioning properly like what are the journals and what are all the citation rate or citation ratio for the all their articles are mentioned properly. So you can do in that way. And I'm getting another question like how to insert Mendeley in MS Word. Go to tools, click on install MS Word plugin. Once you have done that, it automatically the icon will be appearing and you can insert bibliography for your research work. Okay. Any other questions?
Sir, can we use both APA and MLA style in research work?
Yeah, faster. You can make use of it, sir. That's what I told you. If it's required, you can make use of it. No issues.
What's the difference between ready-made tool and researcher-made tool in quantitative research? It is
Sir, that's what ready-made tool means. Whatever is already available, that what is the version they have, in which way they have, that is we have to use according to what it is already available. That is called ready-made tool. But the researcher tool is nothing but we will customize based on our requirement. For example, some of the ready-made tool may not have a proper metadata, but the researchers who are all using that, they may have a proper metadata with all the details qualitatively. That can be used, adapted based on the researcher's direction. It's totally relying with the researcher. Right.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, for your discussion session, sir.
So thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you for the opportunity. I would like to thank the principal and other organizers for giving me this opportunity. That's just a way I can share some of my experience with reference management tools. So thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Professor Armugham sir, for clarifying the doubts of the participants. It was an intellectual presentation, really. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, Anthony, sir, for the discussion, for taking over the discussion part. We don't have any feedback link as such for each day, but attendance will be noted by all on all days, and the feedback link will be posted on the 5th day. And when you fill the feedback form, you will be getting the e-certificate only on the 5th day. We have come to the end of this session. I request Dr. C. Sharon Vinoka Snekhalata, an assistant professor in English of Meston College of Education, to propose the formal oath of thanks. Please, ma'am.
Sharon, madam, please unmute.
Is it okay now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I'm happy to be here with you all to propose the vote of thanks. First of all, I thank Lord God Almighty for He has bestowed His grace and compassion on us, because, you know, in this pandemic, the whole world is suffering like anything, but you're here by the grace of God. So we have to be thankful. Then the next one is this COVID-19 pandemic has pushed all of us to rely on technology, and that's why we are able to have some sort of, meaningful academic interaction for the betterment of student community. And then I would like to thank our special lecture delivered by Mr. Arumugam. And really, sir, we had a fantastic session because, you know, you have showered a plethora of informations related to the topic. And indeed, undoubtedly, I can say that all the participants would have been benefited by the informations that you have given. Thank you so much. And next, I would like to thank Mumtaz Begum, ma'am, for her aerial view of the topic. Thank you so much, ma'am. And then next, I would like to thank our management because they have supported in all aspects, no, when conducting this seminar or organizing anything, you know, they give their tremendous support, and that's why we are able to come along all this way in the field of education. And next, I would like to thank our principal and the staff behind this webinar who have spared their considerable time and energy in doing all sorts of back screen works. Thank you so much, sir, and Jemima, Anthony sir, Jayanta ma'am, and so on. And next, I would like to thank, last but not least, I would like to thank the participants of every corner of this nation. Thank you so much for your patient listening and understanding. Thank you for all the cooperation that you have given us. Thank you so much. Thank you, one and all. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Let us all rise up for the national anthem, please.
जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तब शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तब जय गाथा जन गण मंगल दायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय
Thank you very much. On behalf of Meston College of Education, IQAC, I thank all the participants for joining in this webinar day 2 session. Thank you very much.